The story of the Sikhs is an unabashedly personal take on Sikh history. It is a distilling of what I learned as a young Sikh as I took my first faltering steps to engage with the faith of my forefathers. A graduate student in the US who didn't read Gurmukhi, I first learned about the history of the Sikhs from the works of J.D. Cunningham and Max Arthur McAuliffe. It wasn't until several years later that I was able to engage with the Janam Sakhi accounts of Guru Nanak, the beautiful mystical writings of Bhai Veer Singh, the poetry of Santokh Singh, and the soaring rhetoric of the Gurbilas Patshahi Chemi, the Gurbilas Patshahi Dasmi, and the Sri Gur Sobha of Senapati. All of these sources and several others went into the writing of this history of the Sikh Gurus, written from a storyteller's perspective. It is my fond hope that this book will be useful to young Sikhs who are seeking out their roots like I was decades ago, and also to non-Sikhs who have an interest in the faith. I will now read a short excerpt from the book about the genesis of the Battle of Amritsar, which was the first military confrontation between the Mughals and the Sikhs in the time of Guru Hargobind. The year was 1634. The Emperor Shah Jahan was visiting Lahore. Accompanied by his courtiers, the emperor decided to go on a hunt in the direction of Amritsar. On his wrist sat a magnificent white hawk, a gift from the Shah of Iran. Unbeknownst to the emperor, Guru Hargobind had also set out on a hunt in the direction of Lahore. The two parties unwittingly ended up close to one another. The emperor was tired and ready to return to Lahore when he saw a duck take flight, and he let his hawk loose in pursuit. The pampered hawk, which had been well fed already, refused to strike and started playing with the bird, ignoring all commands to strike or return. The emperor sent his huntsman in pursuit of the precious hawk and decided to return to Lahore. The duck, with the white hawk in pursuit, flew in the direction of the Guru's hunting party, who let loose their own hawk, which promptly seized the duck. The emperor's hawk also descended to participate in the kill, and the Sikhs were quick to secure both birds. The emperor's hawk was a beautiful and noble creature, and the Sikhs were pleased on capturing it. Since it had come to them of its own volition, they decided to keep it. Just then, the emperor's huntsman arrived, escorted by several of his troops, and demanded that the hawk be turned over to them. "This is the emperor's hawk," he thundered. "His glory is great, and he is the king of the entire world. Kings bow before him in awe. There is not one rebel left in his kingdom. How dare you keep what is his?" What transpired next is recounted in the Gurbilas Patshahi Chemi. "Kripa Sindh tab ais uchara, chori leen na baaj tumhara, hum pe bhejo siri akal, kat ko tum bhe bihal, Mir shikar bole jap baina, badshah dilli jai aina, tako baaj turat hum dije, birtha kasht neh tan par लीजे, दया सिंध बोले तब बचना, दिल्ली पथ पे गए न जचना, ओ तिसकी हम कान न करें, एक अकाल टेक मन धरहें, मीर शिकार तब भय बिहाल, दौड़ लाहौर गए तत्काल, पातशाह आगे भय ठाड़े, निकसना बचन क्रोध के बाड़े, हजरत बाज गुरु कह लीनो, हमको त्रास बहुर दुख दीनो, तुमरो भय तिन नैक ना कयो, Pakarbaj hamko dukh dayo. Spoke the Guru, merciful brave, "We did not steal your hawk, you knave. A gift it is from the Lord divine. Why do you thus sputter and whine? The huntsman haughty, full of pride, the Lord of Delhi, his fame spread wide. Tarry no more, give me his bird, for trouble you shall have to gird. And then it was the Guru's turn. The might of Delhi we do spurn. His words to us don't mean a whit. We're wedded to the Almighty's writ. The huntsman in a fearful rage, his lord he hastened to engage. Ramrod stiff he made a plea. His angry words flowed barely free. Your precious hawk, it has been seized. Insulted, mocked, I have been teased. They care not for your glory proud. They keep the bird will not be cowed. The huntsman hastened to Lahore to report what had transpired. Shah Jahan, maddened with rage at the Sikhs' impudence, summoned Mukhlis Khan, one of his trusted generals, and presented him with a robe of honor and a powerful horse. He ordered him to take 7,000 men and march to Amritsar to bring the hawk back and the leader of the rebellious Sikhs in chains. The Battle of Amritsar was about to begin.